We're recording now. There you go. Good for you. If it runs, it needs to accelerate. So let me get into this and help you out what we're talking about. Xcelerate fuel tabs. I'm just going to ask you a really simple question. Would you swap $24 for $60? Would you swap $60 for $180? What am I talking about here? If you're a brand new person on this call, one pack of Xcelerate fuel tabs, that's 6 tablets. Each tablet treats 20 gallons of fuel. Or if you guys are up north or you're here in the Philippines, you're down there in Australia, that's one tablet treats 70 liters of gasoline, 70 liters of diesel. We're just being very conservative here. That $24 will save you $60 at the pump. That's right. We're going to take $24, put $60 back in your pocket. Just makes sense. Told you we're not going to ask you to spend money. Would you swap 60 for $180? Same thing there, the same deal. 3 packs for $60 going to save you $180. Would you swap 160 for 600? Would you swap 1,500 for 6,000? I was just on the phone yesterday with the largest garbage contractor in Louisiana. You think he's involved in this? You better believe it. Xcelerate fuel tabs. I'm not a scientist. Neither are you guys. We don't have to be. You know, you're going to go further for less. Think that through for a minute. You're going to go further. You're going to go more miles for less gasoline or diesel. You're going to go more kilometers for less gasoline or diesel. You're going to go more miles, more kilometers for less money. You're going to keep your engine younger. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And we're going to save on fuel here. Take back control at the pump. This is really important. We're going to take control of our life here. Now, people ask me, hey, Mel, is there a banner? Is there business cards? What do we do? Hey, you got it right here. You need to own this product. If you have this product in your hand, it tells you everything. It's the original. We've been around 35 years. It's good for cars, trucks, bikes, tractors, lawnmowers, chainsaws, boats. It'll increase your fuel efficiency. I'm going to explain how that happens to you. Lower your emissions. Hey, we all want to look after the economy, but the ecology, but you know, lowering your emissions means less garbage going out your fuel pipe, which your exhaust pipe, which means what? Better efficiency, more fuel getting burned inside, increase your power. I know everybody has that underlying Tim Allen feel about them, right? Home improvement, they all want to get more power, and it cleans your engine, treats up to 120 gallons. Right here, see what I'm talking about? This is your best advertisement, the package. We're patented. We're the only company that's worldwide patented. We're EPA registered. We're the only company, the EPA registration's in the same name as the product. 100% safe. 35 years of research, good for gas and diesel. So let's talk about saving on fuel, getting more miles per gallon, more kilometers per liter. Look, I explained it this simple way. Here we got a sheet of paper, right? We got a sheet of paper. This is a fuel molecule. Now, I could be a PhD scientist and talk about the molecular structure of fuel. Now, you take this fuel molecule, you put a match to it, and it burns all the way across. You take the same fuel molecule, this is our technology in 101, and you cut it into 100 little pieces. You put it in a pile, you put a match to it, boom. Same amount of fuel, far better release of energy. That's exactly what's happening here. That's all you got to explain to somebody. That means more power. When you're doing that at the same time, you know what else we're going to do? Fuel is a carbon product. It's not fossil fuel. It didn't come from dinosaurs, but let's not go down that rabbit hole. Our earth makes fuel over and over and over. It makes oil. And when we take that oil and we bring it out and we burn it, it creates more carbon. That carbon builds up in your engine. And that carbon in your engine is unburnt fuel. That's what wears out your piston rings and your piston heads and your valve guides and your valve seats and everything else. And it always ends up going out the tail end of your exhaust pipe. We take that, we don't do what other companies do with detergent and wash it and put it down in the oil, something, put it back up there. This technology, that's why we're patented, will take that unburnt carbon and turn it back into fuel. So now you're burning the unburnt fuel that's built up in your engine. That means you lower the emissions, but it also means you get far better efficiency, more horsepower, more torque. And what does all that end up in? More money in your pocket. You're saving on money. That's what this is all about. So that's why I'm excited. You see, you got a choice tonight. That's what this whole call is about. We've had choices before, you know, we've been introduced. We always say the bulk of the people, I don't know. I'm not like you guys. I've never ever won. because you haven't, because you're trying to go out and teach people to buy something they maybe not would have wanted, go and spend money they maybe wouldn't have wanted. And all you got to say here to anybody, every single person suffers this same thing. Sorry, when I speak, you know, it's not a green screen. I'm living on 10.5 acres on a beach in the Pacific Islands. All the local birds have a go at me and they all try to talk louder than I do. You know, what you're doing is you just say to someone, hey, Pete, hey, Mary, last time you were at the gas station, how'd you feel about the price of fuel? That's all you got to ask. How do you feel about the price of fuel? Step back, don't interrupt, because they are going to unload, folks. They're going to complain and blame Trump and Biden and the government and pipelines and war in Ukraine. They're going to go off, and just let them go. The more angry they are, the more they complain, the more they're convincing you. Because when they're finished, you just have to ask one simple question. What are you going to do about it? I don't know, they say. Great, I have the solution. You see, you're not selling anything here. We're solving people's problems. And for the first time in this career, this profession of mine, 28 odd years, I'm really excited because I know you guys out there, you folks are going to win. You're going to win because you're solving a problem and every single person you know is after it. I want you to think this one thing through. The average family that you know will spend 10 to 25%, if not more, of their take-home pay to get to the job, to earn income, to give back 10 to 25% to get to the job. It's a bad cycle, huh? Or you could be a person, you could be like Jerome in our team up there in Seattle that runs 37 service trucks at Seattle Tacoma Airport. You think he wanted to save on fuel? You see, that's why this is winning. Now, let's cover just a little bit of this. Formulated by a PhD. Everybody's got a story about it. The Parrish family had a knack for racing. They loved racing, 801racing.com. And so Mr. Parrish, the father, he developed a solid fuel product for race cars. It became pretty famous for it. NASCAR and the NHRA quarter mile dragsters. So what happened then, he also developed a product for the rocket fuel program with the Hercules NASA program. That put them on the map. They decided to take a worldwide patent out. 35 years. That doesn't mean it's the same patent. You're smarter than that, right? They had to keep renewing the patent. And what has happened in that 35 years? They keep researching, they keep reintroducing and making a better product. And we're the people now, as the public, to get to use it. They've treated 4 billion gallons. Someone says, does it work? Well, I guess so. 4 billion gallons. I had someone that was a math major. He went, you know, that's got to be 126 something trillion pills. No. This company has always sold it as a solid fuel in powder form. Now we press it in a tablet. Good for us, hey? It's 35 years of research. It's EPA registered. Everyone wants to duplicate us. Nobody can. I'm not going any further with this. You know, it just makes sense to be with the company that's the first, the best, has everything lined up, and you're going to save people money. So some people want to talk about EPA registration. Some people want to talk about, you know, the organometallic compounds. You know what happens? People won't believe you. Some people want to talk about dangerous 1,2,4,5 tetramethylbenzene. You know what you want to talk about? It's OEM compliance, not going to hurt your warranty. It's going to save you up to 80% reduction in emissions. That means you're going to be burning that unburnt fuel. It's going to save you up to 20. And I hate to say it on a company call, but just for everybody, we've got our testimonies back in this team. It's a lot higher than that. Only better, right? I'm going to give you more power. We all like more power. So remember I mentioned choices? Just on this one screen, guess what? You made the right choice. You chose the right company and the right product to be with to create a future for you. See, I just like to say that one thing. If it's EPA registered, does it have the name of the product you're marketing? That's important. So 100% biodegradable, non-hazardous, guaranteed, 30 years, no insurance claims, none of that stuff. I don't really care about that. Neither should you. You shouldn't be sweating the small stuff. You should just be out there saving people money. Yes, there's going to be a lot of people. Hey, you're in the perfect place at the perfect time. Everybody's upset. The price of fuel is not because of the war or because of the president. The price of fuel is where it's at because our financial system, our money, I don't have my wallet with me, our money is losing value. I used to own a brokerage house for years. Our money's losing value. So instead of costing $52 for that barrel of oil, it's costing $152 for that same $52 barrel of oil. That's what's happening. It's not going to change. So you're in the right place to save every person that you know money. And what's that going to equate to? Yeah, equate to having this many people. And each one of these people, because it is, there's a guy that doesn't know, I'm going to put him on and he's going to listen because he doesn't know when I'm telling people I'm on a call. So you're going to hear people and they're going to say, solve my problem. Can you? Absolutely. I'm going to share it with you. Use this. Would you swap $24 for 60? Do you want to save on fuel? You bet. Thanks a lot. Great. And those people are going to become agents. And this is what your business is going to look like. Each one of these fuel tabs is going to be an agent, marketing the opportunity, saving people money. And what's that equate to? A business. So now let's get into the business sense, because that's the choice that you hear. I know there's new people here saying, what's the product? How'd it work? I just gave you a quick rundown. You can get everything else in your Facebook groups, in your Telegram groups, on our website, on all the information that the company puts out for you. But I think you guys want to know how you can earn some income as well. You see, because besides that money losing value, you better have some sort of income other than your job. You better have some sort of income than relying on that bricks and mortar business that you just got. If you don't, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be in a financial pickle. So let's get started in this. You go out. Now, I don't show the corporate page with all the percentages. I guess what? Percentage never paid a bill, right? How many of you figured out what percentage paid what bill? Dollars pays money. Pardon me. So go and help someone. They come in board, they're a customer. Someone says, what's the retail part of this business? I'm about to show it to you right here. The retail is when a person buys a one pack, $24 pack. That's $4 a pill. Every other pack is less. $60 pack is $3.30 a pill. Got it? That's a retail difference. A $10 pack, $160 is $2.56 a pill, and a $1,500 pack is $2.50 a pill. There's the retail. Okay, now let's get going. Someone comes in and says, you know, like I used to own a chain of restaurants. I'm going to go to Mel's restaurant. I'm going to have a bowl of soup. I'm not going to stay for the lobster and the prime rib. They're a customer. They're buying one pack. You're paid $10 right up front, fast start bonus. You introduced them. That's the initial order. $10 right up front. Now, most people are going to come on board because they're not going to try it. They're going to say, look, I got more than one car. I know friends. I want to help people. Unless you got this product in your hand and you don't give it to them, I'll give you a little nugget here. Don't give anybody anything. You sell it to them, right? You sell them a pack, or you tell them, here, give me $5 or give me $10 and I'll give you a couple pills. Because you just give them something, you know what happens to that, right? So now that person says, yeah, I want to buy them, purchase the product. They purchase a $60 pack. You get paid $21. That person loves what happens. They start saving money. They start to see some light at the tunnel, and they tell someone, and you're paid $6. And they go out and tell somebody, and you're paid $3. That's the very first thing I want you to understand with our company. There's a 3-level fast start. And did you catch? I didn't say you had to pay $29, $30, $70 to join this company. It's free. It's free to join this company. And if you don't even own a pack, I'm going to give you a little news. I hate saying this, but I got to do it legally. If you don't own a pack, you still get paid fast start. Apologize for the plane, but I live in a remote area, and one plane, that's a big event. That's why I can hear it. If you go out and help someone start with a $160 pack, why would they buy a $160 pack? They might own a few vehicles, or they might be smart and say, wow, I could get a franchise that's going to set me free financially. And all I got to do to start it is not get on a waiting list and a $500,000 deposit and then $3 million for a franchise. I just got to invest $160. That's it. Take $160 and put it out there and start a business to generate an income. Well, you're going to get paid $56 every time that happens. That person goes out and helps someone. It doesn't matter if you start with a $24 or $60 pack, you still get paid. There's no hoops, there's no levels, there's no blue pearl, emerald, diamond nonsense with this company. You're part of the company, you get paid. If you order a different pack, I'm going to show you how you get paid more. So we have 3 levels on this one. Now, I know for a fact in our team, we've been blistering along with these packs. Not because we're front-end loading people, because members are getting out there and saying to people they know, like the guys that drive the school bus in their district. You know, you pay for that, your money for your school board out of your property taxes or whatever you do in your town, you pay for those school bus service. Why wouldn't you go and talk to that guy? Because they all want to save money, and we'll pay you 3 levels of fast start bonus there. There's great money right up front. You know, if you're really quick and good with the math, it's the power of 3. Go and get 3 people, and no matter what pack you got your money back. So great, let's move on. Now, all those people, initial order, you got paid, you made money. I liked it. I know Val liked it. I know a bunch of other people here liked it. Their fast start bonus that just came through is in the thousands. Mine was in the thousands. That means you're helping a lot of people. Let me give you a real little quick business tip. Your fast start bonus is the thermometer for your business. If that fast start bonus is continually got money in it every single week, you know you're feeding the pipeline. There's more people coming in. That means what's up I'm about to share with you will get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's called residual income. Now, anytime anybody, we have a 3x8 business that ends up in your 3, 9, 27, 81, 256, all the way down 8 levels deep, 9,980 people. If you have ordered a $60 pack, yeah, that's it, one qualification, a $60 pack, you qualify for this. And anytime anyone in that organization, the 9,980 people, whether you put them in, somebody else put them in, it doesn't matter, you get paid $65. Anytime that happens in your organization. You know, if someone comes in and they just want to try the prawn cocktail and not the prime rib, you'll get paid $24 for a $24 pack. Anyone in your organization, now, if you just caught what I said, that to qualify for this income, I'm telling you, the only requirement, it's not that you got to have a whole bunch of pearls and directors and managers. You need a $60 order. Anytime, that means the bulk of your team would have this pack, would they not? You paid $3, 8 levels deep. And anytime anyone comes in with a 10 pack, because they know if they got product on hand, their business is going to grow, it's going to explode, you're paid $8. Start doing a little math in your head. You see, this is why I'm happy. This is why I'm really excited, because, you know, and there's some people on this call I know that aren't in the team that we built, but I'm so glad to see them because I know they've worked hard to build teams themselves in the past. And one of the most discouraging things is to realize that most of the team aren't making money. Everyone is here. Why? Solving the biggest problem they're suffering. So let me give you a little hint. Have a look here to the right. Nobody, you came on board, you ordered a $60 pack, you qualified. That's it. Isn't that something, huh? But you haven't got anybody, you haven't sponsored anybody. However, there are people showing up in your team. Now, I'm not talking about you're going to get all this spillover. I hate that word. But over time, you're going to have people in your team. And guess what happens? You're allowed to be paid on 3 levels. That would be 39 members. I'm going to use the $3. I'm not going to use the $8, not going to use the $65 and embellish this. I'm going to keep it at the minimum, $3. You haven't even brought a person in and you'd be paid $112. Just makes sense, right? You're saving on the product and you got nearly double what you put into the program. You know, you go out there and help 2 people sponsored, you paid up to 6 levels deep. There's another $3,000 a month. You help 4 people, you paid up to 7 levels deep. There's just shy of $10,000 a month. And you go out and you help 5 people. Now you can collect all 8 levels and you can earn just shy of $30,000 a month. Is that going to make a difference? Are you going to have some choices now? You're going to stop being a victim of circumstance and this whole woes we're in with where we're at in a financial set? You better believe it. So that's a great program, right? I see Mr. Davies on the call here, big leader. He loves his cigars. I think he's got his name right. I see Chris on the call here. I know those guys. Aditha, holy cow, this gal's on fire. She's killing it. Aditha is on fire because she's out there sharing what she's got. You know why she's on fire? There's so many other people. Kenneth on the call here, Lance. You know why they're on fire? Because they know this one thing. As their team grows and we have dynamic compression, we always pay out 8 levels up. I'm not going to get into this and explain the whole thing to you. It just means the system looks for 8 qualified people. It doesn't matter if there's a person in line that didn't qualify. It's going to find the next one. You're always going to get the maximum payout Because you had to create a whole bunch of titles? No, because you got a $60 order. I keep saying that because we're so drilled in our mind for 30 years that we got to jump through all these hoops. Not here. But you know why they're so fired up? Because every single person they personally talk to is going to end up with a business like this as well. And you get paid a 50% match. Do I have to do something to get that? No, $60 order. And you get a 50% match on every single one of those people I just explained. A 50% match. Think about that. So you got guys out there and they're earning $1,000, they're earning $2,000, they're earning $5,000. I'm thinking of the lower end here. I'm not thinking about the guys that are filling up the matrix and the gals that it will, trust me, it's going to because of what we got. And they're earning 30 grand a month. You got 10 people on 2 grand a month. That's $1,000 a month. Matching bonus times 10 is $10,000 a month. You understand what I'm talking about here? So we're at 25 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up right now. I think you've all moved forward in your seat, right? I think, Linda, that's the second call I've seen you on tonight. Kit, I think you're going to be able to go, Kit Carlson, you're going to be able to buy your own Porsche Cayenne instead of having to share it with your husband. I think that you're all excited because you know you're going to win. You know you made the right choice. So I'm going to give you a hand to help you make a better choice. You can really change your life here. I mean that. You can become somebody that everyone around you is going to look up to and say, I don't believe you're able to pull that off. I don't believe you're able to win in life that great. Unless, I love car racing. I used to have a racetrack. We used to sponsor cars. I love Formula One. I know when I'm excited about a business, when I forgot to watch the Austrian Grand Prix on last weekend. I never missed them, but I missed it. But here's what I know. What you got here with Xcelerate Fuel Tabs, I want you to picture a Formula One car. That's what you got. That's this opportunity. And it has got the highest horsepower engine, your Formula One car. And it's got the most aerodynamic body. And it's got the slickest tires there is. And the pit crew, what you got with this company and the leaders and the owners of this company and the product and this pay plan I just shared with you. Whoa, that pay plan is exciting, right? That's your pit crew. And your car, you're on the front row grid. You're on the pole position. You've qualified first. The guy's about to drop that green flag. You know the only reason you're not going to win at the checkered flag at the end of the race? You're just too afraid to put your foot on the gas. So get back to the person that brought you this call. Go out there and start to share this. You know, I say a saying, he who has a thing to sell and whispers down a well is less likely to make $1 than he who climbs a tree and hollers. Get out there and change your life. I'm going to unmute the call so you can all say goodbye to everybody, and we'll stop the recording in a moment here. So thanks for being on the call, you guys. Make sure you're on the next corporate call, Tuesday night update calls. And all you guys have got super good leaders with team calls. Get on your team calls, bring people. That's the key to making this win. And there he is. I see him with his cigar. Look at that guy. He's doing it, right?